Welcome Never Betters to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan and this is Bodhi Sherman, and we are so glad you're here. So today I've got a 30-minute Vinyasa Flow practice for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of positions and variations of Warrior 3, and the message is about being set free. So I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push that bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after that best version of you today.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time.
And if you follow me on Spotify at Never Better Yoga, we're going to start together today and we're going to press that Spotify play button now. Then come with me. We're going to come to the top of our mat in a wide-legged fold. So your feet are going to go all the way to the width of your mat. Knees are going to bend and just kind of snuggle your ribs down in between your thighs. Capture one hand on each bicep and hang right in ragdoll. Now, in this very first forward fold of your practice, start to ignite a little shift. Make it slow and easy. So you're just going to kind of sway side to side, just igniting the energy from the earth to flow up through your feet and through your body and out the crown of your head. Now hold up in the center and shake your head out. Any kind of angst, whatever it took for you to get here today, whatever you have going on today, shake out anything that could possibly distract you, any kind of offense, any kind of unforgiveness, and wipe the slate clear. We're going to be set free today, drawing that yes back in, shaking your head back and forth, knowing that you are exactly where you belong. Now push your shins back and flatten your back to make a halfway lift. Exhale, pull yourself together in the fold. Do that again. Halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, dive back down. One last time, pump the heart up. Breathe in, tabletop style with your back. Exhale, bow down. Now sweep your arms out and up. Stand tall with your hands radiating energy. And then fist your hands with your arms overhead. Now spread your hands wide. Fist them again. Spread them wide. Fist them, spread them wide. Fist them, spread them wide. Now go really fast with the hands moving. Now hold your hands up. Lace them inside up. Pop the heels up and balance on the balls of your feet as you lift the arms up overhead, stretching them high. Beautiful. Now soften the elbows, land the heels down. Kind of put a bend in the knees as you lean up and over to the right. And reverse that up and over to the left. Now come back to the center. Release that connection. Lace your hands behind your back. Draw them down the back side. And look up as you retract your shoulders and open your front body. Bend your knees, cascade down and fold over your legs. Keep your elbows bent. Keep the hands connected. And then deeply bend the right knee, turn open to the left. Now reverse it as you dive down. Bend the left, turn open to the right. Now release that connection. Heel toe your feet to the width of your hips. Take another halfway lift on the breath in. Exhale, hear your breath, fold, rise up, stand tall, collect your hands at heart center, continue down to fold and cascade over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold, rise back up, breathe in, look up, collect your palms, bend, hinge, fold one last time. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold, rise back up, sweep the arms out and up, breathe in, lace the hands inside out, pop the heels up, steady your gaze and balance. Land your heels back down, soften the knees, soften the elbows, and find that right side body lean. Back up and over to the left. Beautiful. Now, collect your hands at heart center, pull your chin to your chest, and close your eyes. So this week we have been unpacking the 4 agreements. The very first one being impeccable with your word. And today, the second agreement is don't take anything personal. So that being said, whatever somebody else says or does, it really truly has nothing to do with us. It's their own stuff, but it is up to us to find ways to protect ourselves from those offenses so we don't build a fence. So if that brings to mind a purpose, seal it into your heart, connect it, offer it up as you open your eyes up, look up, part your arms, swan dive down, hinge, bend, and fold. Now step back to a high plank pose. In your high plank, round your shoulder blades, protract them, push the earth away, and then exhale your body up and back into downward facing dog. So just pedal through your feet a little bit for maybe the first down dog of the day. And let the heels press back behind the second and third toe. Breathing. Now pop the heels up, shift to high plank, drop your knees, point your toes, flip your hands all the way around, fingers toward knees, tuck your toes back under, peel the heel of your hands off, bow your chin, tuck your chin towards your belly button. Inhale, arch your back, keep your hips sitting on your heels. Exhale, pull back in, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, arch. Can you hear your own breath? Exhale, draw back in, round and pull in. Inhale, arch and look up. Now, walk your hands right up your thighs. Stretch your arms back out and up. Lace those hands of yours inside out. Soften the elbows, lean up and over to the right. Now reverse it up and over to the left. And then come back with your hands spread wide. Point your toes. Now flex your hands. Expand the fingers. Flex. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, open. Now tee the arms and set yourself free by not taking anything personally. Whoo! Fist the hands, pull the elbows in, bow down. Inhale, open up, tee the arms, expand the heart. Exhale, pull back in and down, bow down, elbows sweep alongside your body, head is bowing toward the earth. 2 more, inhale, rise up, tee the arms and open. Exhale, pull back in, bow down. Inhale, rise up, tee the arms and open. Exhale, draw in, bow down, and hold. Now, slip your hands back out, hands and knees, shoulders over the wrists. Now, bend the arms and slither your body right onto your mat, but slide your forearms forward so you're going to come right into Sphinx pose. Now, visualize your heart Your forearms draw towards your body and you elevate your heart up. It's like dragging your heart through the gateway of your arms. Exhale, lower your chin down. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Maybe you rise all the way up by lifting your elbows for baby seal. Now lower back down. Now keep your forearms down. Your toes are pointed. Your thigh bones are down. Your heart is lifting. Your hip bones are down. Now I want you to lift your legs up. So you're coming with your toes pointed, shoelace side down. Create a forearm plank with pointed toes. Ignite your thighs. Now protract your shoulders. Now inhale, look up, Sphinx. Exhale, pull your chin towards your chest. Lift the kneecaps up off the floor. Inhale, arch, lower the hips down, rise up, Sphinx. Exhale, one last time, point the toes, pull your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, lower down, lift the heart up, breathe in, maybe baby seal. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, pop your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out a little bit. Breathe. Now on the inhale, I want you to lift your right leg up, roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Draw the right knee right into your nose. Step it in between your hands. Dip the left knee down. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Now lace your hands inside out. Lift up and over to the right. Keep the elbows bent. Yes. Now up and over to the left. Now come back to the center. Release that connection. Dive over the right leg for runner's stretch. Inhale, pump the heart up. Exhale, dive back down. Plug that right femur bone in. Now plant the right foot. Bring your fingertips forward. Pop the left kneecap up. Float up, L shape. Now in this L shape, can you capture the right ankle? Yeah, find that place of balance. Then lower back down with the finger pads. Exhale the left knee into the nose. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, fire up your core, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Last time, exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Set the left leg next to the right with extended legs. Pump the heart up, halfway left. Exhale, bow down and fold. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, cascade down over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back through vinyasa. You could always take the flow out. You could always lower your knees down, coming in to chin, chest, belly. Lift up, back bend of choice. Exhale your body. Up and back, down dog. Breathe in, pop your heels up through the nose. Exhale, breathe out. Do it again. Breathe in, pop the heels up, smooth out your breath. Exhale, lower the heels down. One more time. Breathe in. This time I want to hear an audible Tuesday sigh out of your mouth. Let go of just one offense you've been hanging on to. So offenses are those teeny tiny little things that somebody might say or do that upsets you. Lift the left leg up, roll open at the hip. And those little tiny offenses, they build into big logs, big fences. Knee to nose, hips are high. Step the left leg forward, dip the right knee down, offer the arms up. Breathe in. Now lace the hands inside out, soften the elbows, lift up and over to the left. Expand those side bodies up and over to the right. And now draw back, frame the left leg. Inhale, pump your heart up. Build the heat in your body. Exhale, dive down. So what if, inhale and lengthen, we tapped into an unoffendable project? What if we could not be offended no matter what anyone said or did? Ha! What a day that would be, yes? Now, left foot is going to plant, right kneecap lifts, slip your fingertips in front of your left foot, float the right inner thigh up, L shape. Now, balance your hips out, pretending you're balancing a plate on your sacrum, and then capture that left ankle. Now, maybe you do it with one hand, maybe the other hand captures as well. Finding that place of balance. Fingertips down. Exhale, right knee into the nose. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, right knee back in. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Lower the right leg down. Extended legs. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, dive down. Breathe out. Rise up. Sweep your arms out and up. Lace the hands again. Lift up and over to the right. Now, up and over to the left. Now, come back and dive over your legs. Cascade down. Vinyasa flow. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Move it on through that flow. Breathe in. How do you make that a habit of not taking anything personally? Well, we first have to know that it's usually almost never about us when somebody says something that might not be nice. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Right knee into the nose. Step it up, Anjaneyasana. Offer the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, dive back, breathe out, runner's stretch. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Plant the right foot. This time, float up, warrior three. Collect your hands at heart center and lift up. Breathe. Sit right into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive and fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Move it on through. Vinyasa. Inhale, rise up. So it's actually an act of selfishness if we think everything is about us. What a thought that is. This is one of the agreements that has literally changed my life and has the capability of continuing to change my life every single day, because those offenses, they creep in and we don't even know they're there. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Draw the left knee into the nose. Step it up. Dip the right knee down. Inhale, offer the arms up. Breathe in. Lace the hands inside out. Up and over to the left. Yeah, come back up and over to the right. Now, the closer someone is to you, dive back, runner stretch. The easier it is for them to offend you. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, bow down. Unchecked resentment. What does that lead to? Regret. Float up. We're going to come right into warrior three with hands at heart center. So you're lifting up, firing up that right inner thigh. Breathe. Exhale, sit into Utkatasana chair pose. Dive over your legs and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float it back. Take it through Vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, dive up and back. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Right knee right up the center line. This time, step it up. High lunge. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Shift forward, warrior three. Arms reach out in front, then collect them at heart center. Sit into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands at heart center. This time twist. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Now, either stay here or possibly open up your wings high to low. Breathe. Bow down and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold back down. Come back up. Rise up. Breathe in. Stand tall. Exhale, hinge, bend, fold. Bow back down. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa. Exhale, dive up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stabilize your breath in your down dog. Gripping the mat with your hands. This is your home base. You could be set free today. Today could be the day. So as easily as the offenses come in, the number one ticket is to drop any offense that you're hanging on to. Don't take anything anybody says or does personally. Levitate the left leg up. Hurting people hurt people. Draw the left knee to the nose. Inhale, step it up. Crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. Breathe in. Shift forward, warrior three. Float the right inner thigh up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Soften both knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Wring it out. Twist. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. You are not responsible for anyone else's actions. Whoo-hoo! Raise the arms up, maybe open up high to low with your wings. Exhale, dive over your legs. Now, stay in the fold. Heel toe your feet apart. Bend your knees and see if you can slip your hands underneath your feet for a little Padagustasana. Now, pump the heart up. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend the elbows east to west. Breathe out. And then see if you can hug the elbows back. Draw them in. Shake your head out. Anything that creeps in there. Any angst, any worry, anything you've been hanging on to. Release your hands from the feet. Pop the heels in, toes out. Right in the center of your mat, come to Malasana. Hands at heart center. Wrap your arms in front of your shins. Capture your heels. Pop your hips up, kick your heels out, pull yourself together. Inhale, pump the heart up. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees, step or float it back. Take it through Vinyasa. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Breathe out. Today, you can be set free. Right leg lifts. Roll open at the hip. Draw the right knee into the nose. Step the right leg up. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Breathe in. Shift into warrior three. Breathe out. Hands to heart center. Exhale, left leg joins the right chair. Hands to heart center again. Wring it out. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Now, if you're interested in balancing on your hands, side crow, pop your heels up. Go ahead and lean into the arm balance. Breathe. Come back to a little itty bitty chair. Rise up, stand tall. Lace your hands inside out. Pop your heels up. Balance on the tops of the balls of your feet. Extend your arms, breathe. Release, swan dive down, lower your heels, bend and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through Vinyasa. Dive your hips up and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Do it again. Breathe in. Don't take anything personally. Breathe out. Sometimes people don't even know what they say. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Breathe in and breathe out. A lot of times, it's our habits and conditioning that we need to break. We need to change those patterns. Lift the left leg up. First thing is to become aware of it. Second thing is to make that choice to become unoffendable no matter what. Left knee into the nose. Step it up, crescent lunge. Levitate your arms up. Breathe in. Shift into warrior three. Breathe out. Collect your hands at heart center. Soften both knees. Sit right into chair. You're already feeling free. Trust yourself to make responsible choices. You can't control what anybody else does. Wring it out and twist. Drop the hips to the heels. If you want to balance, bend the arms. Let your legs balance. Side crow, Parivrtta Utkatasaa. Come back, little itty bitty chair. Exhale, dive down and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step back, high plank pose, and hold. Now, from your high plank, protract your shoulders, round your back, tuck your chin. Now, drop your shoulders between the gateway of your arms. Now, protract again. Strengthen the body. Dip the shoulders. One more time. Protract. This time, send your hips up and back, down dog. Whew. Breathe out. Breathe the heels up. Bend the knees. Let them land. Drop the hips to the heels. Sweep your hands alongside your body. Embryo pose. Bow down. Just a little thank God asana for being set free today. Yes, just bring your purpose back in. How do we become unoffendable? We make the decision. We drop any offenses immediately. The quicker you drop them, the freer you'll be. Walk your hands up. Let your toes tuck under. Now, sweep your arms out and up. Stay sitting on your heels. Expand your hands. Now fist them. Now expand them. Now fist them. Expand, fist, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Rise up, breathe in. Lace the hands like we did before. Soften the elbows, lean up and over to the right. Whew, the quicker you drop any offense, the freer you will become. Lean to the left. Smead said it this way. Forgiveness is setting a prisoner free and finding out that that prisoner was you. Bow back down. Hands sweep alongside the body. Point the toes. Embryo pose. So by becoming unoffendable, not taking anything personally, the person you set free is yourself. So be set free. Hands back on your thighs. Tuck your toes back under. This time, sweep your wings out and up. Lift your hips up off the heels. Tee the arms and expand your heart. Now, neutralize your spine. Take your hands into your back pockets. Either toes pointed or toes tucked. Camel Ustrasana pose. Reach back. Let the heart, the sternum, the breastbone lift. Breathe. Breathe and hold. Hug your inner thighs in. Release hands and knees. Cross the right leg over the left. Drop your hips back to your heels. Find a comfortable seat. So you're going to finish off in Sukhasana, an easy seat. Now, if crisscross legs doesn't work, just extend your legs out. But sweep your arms out and up. Breathe in. Lace your hands inside out. Soften your elbows. Lift up and over to the right. Widen the space between your left ear and your shoulder. Back up and over to the left. Breathe. Now release that connection. Slip your finger pads behind your body. Take your shoulder blades, roll them up and back. Draw the elbows in. Lift your heart and experience how it feels to be set free. Set free from that prison of offense. One last time, sweep out and up. Don't take anything personally. The second agreement from the book, the 4 agreements. Draw your hands to heart center. Seal your purpose into your heart as you draw your chin to your chest. Solidifying your practice today, your purpose, letting it bring peace, letting it bring freedom, so you can share that love and light that you have inside your heart. Now look up and don't be shy. Let's finish off with 1 Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your